everyone, welcome to this morning mobility session. If you tend to wake up feeling stiff and achy, then this session is perfect for you, and all you need is a mat, and I recommend having a hand towel. So you're going to start lying down on your back. You can pretend you've just woken up and you're going to get down on your mat, nice and straight, legs are straight, arms down by your side. And we're going to begin with something called pandiculation, which is something that animals do throughout the day, but not something that humans do enough of. So think of this as like a full body stiffening, tensioning exercise. And after creating that tension, you're going to hopefully feel like you fully let go. So I want you to extend your wrists. So think fingers up to the ceiling, and then you're going to flex your feet. So think all four heels, hands and feet, heels, reach forwards. And as you do that, you're going to start creating a sense of stiffness in your spine, in your arms, in your legs. Your head should press down into the towel. Your chin should drop onto your chest. You should feel your chest rise. This is on an inhale. And when you just can't stiffen anymore, you're going to exhale and just let everything go like you're melting into your mat. We're going to do that again. As you breathe in, push your heels, hands and feet forwards. Press your arms down. Stiffen, tighten your body as much as you can, creating tension like you're doing this full body stretch. And then you're just going to exhale. Just feel like everything lets go. You've got to let go of all of that tension. And we're going to do that one more time. So when you're ready, press heels of hands and feet forwards. Feel that tension building up through your legs, through your abdominals, through your arms, chest, back, shoulders, chin down, back of the head presses down into your towel. And when you can't hold that tension any longer, you're going to exhale and just let everything kind of melt into the mat. Bend your knees, and you're going to have your knees and feet together, and you're going to take your arms wide like a capital T. And you're going to try and feel heavy in your elbows, back of your shoulders. Breathe in to roll your knees to your right, but your left side, left ribs, left arm, left shoulder needs to try and feel heavy on the mat. Exhale, come back to center. And you're going to go to the other side. And we're going to soon add on to this movement. If you feel like you want to move your head right or left, go ahead and do that. Or you can just keep your head center. And that towel is comfortably under your head. You're trying to keep your knees and feet stacked on top of each other. And it's a very simple movement, but sometimes the simple ones are the best ones. And you just want to feel like you're getting a waist twist. So if your legs and your waist are twisting one way, you want to feel like your rib cage is moving in the opposite direction, staying down towards the mat, which is why I want heavy elbows, heavy back of your shoulders. So the next time you've gone to your left, let's start on the left. You're going to keep your legs there, and then you're going to bring your arm up, your right arm up, and completely roll onto your left side. You're going to lift your arm back up, your right arm, and then open back out into that T shape with your arms, and then bring your legs back up. So we're going to take your legs to the right, and then you're going to lift your left arm up and roll completely onto your right side. You lift your left arm up and you try and get your rib cage and your arm back where it was, and then lift your legs. So it's just really an extension of the exercise we were just doing. So it's like a little hip roll, a hip twist. Arm lifts up and you completely roll onto your side, and breathe in, arm up and back. Leave your legs where they are. So you might have to work hard for this rotation to get your arm down. Exhale to lift up the weight of your legs. Inhale, drop your legs over, and then roll onto your side. And can we start flowing through this? See if you're noticing a little bit more ease as we repeat this. Arm down, exhale, legs up. One more each side. Inhale, legs over, followed by the arm. And arm up. Inhale, open that shape. Exhale to bring your legs back. Final one. Inhale, and drop your arm over. Cool. And then when you're ready, inhale again to take your arm over and an exhale to bring your knees up. Okay, let's change this into bridges. So arms down by your side. Separate your feet so your feet are just a narrow parallel position, heels underneath your knees. And you're just going to gently melt your lower back into the mat and gently roll your lower back away from the mat. So just some pelvic tilts. And this will soon become a bridge, which will soon become what's called a diaphragm stretch. Breathing in to create an arch under your lower back. Breathing out to melt your lower back into the floor. And make sure you're breathing. And then when you're ready, we're going to inhale and roll up into your bridge. Hips go up. You're going to breathe out and lower down. Nice and easy. And if you think, okay, heavy feet into the mat, that's going to help you to float your hips up. And you don't want to feel like this is creating too much effort. You want to feel ease in your body. It's first thing in the morning after all. Hopefully this is when you're doing it. And floating up. Exhale, float back down. Begin with that pelvic tilt one more time. Tilt your pelvis. Stand on your feet. Your feet should feel heavy so that your hips float up. And then melt down. Okay, so we're adding in what's called a diaphragm stretch. And before you do this, I'm just going to explain that the exhale needs to feel like you are, sound like, look like you are fogging up a mirror or a window. So you'll be going, open mouth and breathing out for as long as you can with that loud, forceful exhale. So here is the whole thing. You breathe in, go into your bridge and reach your arms back. Leave your arms there. Now we do that exhale. Then don't breathe as you roll down, deepening your pelvic tilt. Then lower the arms. Okay, we're going to do that again. A gentle pelvic tilt. Stand on your feet, breathe in, roll up, and take your arms back. Stay there for that exhale. Loud and forceful until you cannot exhale anymore. Then don't breathe and really reach your arms back as you roll down, deepening that pelvic tilt. Float your arms down at the end. Recover your breathing through your nose. And we're going to do that one more time. Little pelvic tilt. Breathe in. Push your weight into your feet. Arms go back. Nice high bridge. Stay there for that exhale while you actively reach your arms back. When you can't exhale anymore, close your mouth. Do not breathe. Roll down. And then lower the arms and recover your breathing through your nose. Just take a couple of deep breaths in and out before we're ready to move again. Okay, so from here, just hug your knees into your chest. And you're going to just do some small circles. Keep your knees and feet together. And it's just a really gentle sort of lower back massage, circling around the back of your hips and your lower back. Go the other way. And then we're going to rock up to seated. So when you're ready, roll to one side or rock up. And we're going to sit in mermaid. You don't need your towel. So we've got right leg forwards, left leg back. And if this is not comfortable, then feel free to use your towel and place it under your right hip if you've gone the same way as me. We're just going to go into some side bends. Easy. Drop your elbow down. Top arm reaches over and you need to take a deep breath into your ribs. Exhale and come up. Grab your ankle and side bend the other way. Elbow comes down. Breathe into your rib cage. Reaching arm. Straight arm. Exhale, come up. Grab your ankle, side bend the other way. Cool. Stay here on this next one. You're going to rotate your rib cage back a little bit. You're going to let your hip roll forwards a little bit. You're going to take that deep breath in and then do your diaphragm stretch exhale. So it's and then come up. Change legs and let's do the other side. Okay, so remember when you do your diaphragm stretch, that exhale is loud and forceful as if you're blowing fog on a window. So your elbow's going to drop down. You're going to breathe in, stretch your arm over. Exhale, come up, arm overhead as you grab your ankle to help you side bend the other way. Remember, if you need to, you can put your hand towel under your left hip this time if you find it challenging being in this position. Inhale and exhale, going the other way. Cool. On this one, we're going to do the diaphragm stretch. So you stay here and you've got to breathe into your rib cage. And then come up. Finally, we have a cat stretch. So hands under shoulders, knees under hips, but then I'm going to add in one extra little bit. So when you're ready, just sink your hands and feet into the ground and you're going to exhale, round your spine. Again, one of the exercises that never gets old. Just relax your shoulder blades as your head and chest lift up. And you want to feel like you're really articulating through your whole spine, looking through your legs, tailbone down. And inhale, just relax your shoulder blades to allow your tail to lift and your head and chest to go up. One more like this. Exhale here. And inhale to lift. Now we're going to take one leg out to the side. And so you're going to recenter your hands. So you still make sure your hands feel comfortably under your shoulders. And you might now feel an inner thigh stretch. And you're going to repeat your cat stretch. Round your spine, exhale. And inhale. And you want to feel like your pelvis is moving as well as your spine. Your head should be following the direction of your tailbone. It's either down when your spine is round or it's up when you are extending your spine. Switch legs. I'm just going to turn around. So change your legs. Straight leg out to the side. You might feel an inner thigh stretch. And continue here. Exhale. And inhale. And just make sure that you feel like you're following through with your pelvis and your spine. Or is there still maybe a part that isn't quite moving? And exhale. Push your hands. Push your foot into the ground. One more time. Okay, cool. And then finally, come up to standing. And we're going to finish with a lumbar circle. So I'm going to face this way. And you're going to soften your knees and do a gentle pelvic tilt. So if you were lying on your mat, it would be your lower back would be flat on the mat. So that's the direction we need to think about for your pelvis. And you're going to do a side bend to the right. You're not going to move your pelvis. You're going to circle your upper mid back and upper back forwards until you end up in a side bend on the other side. And then you're going to stack your spine. So your pelvis stays tucked with that lower back lengthening. So we side bend to the left. And then you've got to rotate forwards. These are called lumbar circles. And then you end up on your right and stack your spine. Last one, side bend, circle forwards, knees stay soft, side bend to the left and stack your spine. Last time, inhale, exhale all the way around and stack your spine. Well done. Hope you feel better than when you first began this little mobility routine. And if it helps, well, why not redo it every morning? And feel free to check out my online classes. You'll see the description below. And if you're interested in strength training, I offer an 8-week strength foundations program. Details are also in the description. Have a look. Let me know how you get on, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye for now.